Welcome to Brawl Talk, galera.
I do not wanna give you more of my life. I do not wanna give you more of my life.
In this Brawl Talk, you will see Sirius, the 100th
O
brawler.
cara acertou!
Finks' employee,
Buffies for another 6 brawler.
A completely new trophy system.
Sands of Time, and Dragons and Fairy skins.
New game modes, improvements to buffies, and more.
So,
Vou dar um
welcome to Brawl Talk.
Eu vou dar... Não tá aparecendo mesmo.
Greetings, my dear companion Daniel.
Vamos lá.
Look at him, so innocent and powerless. He has no
Não tá
idea
aparecendo
that I
nenhum
want
canto,
to
viu,
take
gente?
over Brawl Talk and make the whole world watch me.
Se você não entende inglês, cadê teu inglês?
Sirius is our 100th brawler. So you know, we had to do something special. Not only is he ultra legendary, with a unique playstyle where he can control shadows of other brawlers,
Eu
he's
falei?
the first ever villain.
Sirius's backstory is as mysterious as his powers.
Ele
Rumors
vai ser
say
no
he
trio do
owned
Star
the
Park
first ever
Hub, quer
attraction
ver?
in Star Park, but he
Ah,
was
não,
losing
sim.
attention once brawling started becoming more popular than his shadow tricks, and now he's back for
Eu
revenge.
não falei que ele ia
Sirius'
ter
main attack
sombras?
fires 2 projectiles at the same time. A Shadow Strike, which fires in a straight line, and a Star Bomb, which can be manually aimed and deals area damage. Sirius will collect a Brawler Shadow after a certain number of hits. But what are Brawler Shadows?
Sirius steals the essence of brawlers,
Olha
bending their
isso!
shadows to his
Ele
will.
imita o
His
Brawler
super
que tá
summons up to
perto.
3 brawler shadows, which share similar characteristics to their brawler counterpart, like attacks and health. A Frank shadow will
Gente,
have
isso não é
more
Deus.
health than a Leon shadow, for example.
Shadows
Isso
will
não pode
attack
ser possível, não é
enemies and
possível.
by default will follow Sirius around. But here's the really cool part. Sirius can actually
vou
control
liberar.
the shadow. By aiming his super, he can give them orders like guarding an area or attacking certain enemies.
Is this the start of a Brawl
Que
Stars
brawler
RTM?
legal, sério.
Sirius is also launching with his hypercharge.
Ele
which
já vai
summons
chegar com
stronger versions of
hipercarga.
his shadows.
And just like Sirius' chaotic nature, we are doing something different for his release event. More information on that closer to his release.
Cara, sensacional. Qual é o outro Brawler?
We're heading back to Pyramid Quest with this next brawler. Binks is getting a buddy.
Olha aí o novo
Or
Brawler
is it a
dos...
rival?
Nasia is a mythic damage dealer who uses her
Muito
paper
legal,
craft snakes
gente.
to
Olha
wreak
isso.
havoc and poison the enemy. Originally hired by Finks to help make the puzzles in Pyramid Quest harder,
Caraca.
her good nature led her to help free those trapped by Finks' time warping mischief
Novo
instead.
Brawler
Her
do
main
trio do
attack,
Finks, pessoal.
Naja
Brawler
holds a
101.
jar
Olha como
containing
ele
a
ataca.
deadly snake. While the jar is in flight, the snake can be released in any direction. This is extremely useful for hitting enemies behind walls or tricky spots, as well as giving her extremely long range. The jar deals damage while the snake poisons its target. Snake poison can also stack, dealing
Eu
increased
vou
damage
liberar
over
todos,
time.
pessoal. Não
Naja's
tem
super,
como.
Danger Noodles, unleashes 3
Olha
of
isso.
her paper snakes, which slither a set distance and poison any enemies in an area. Her super can also be aimed, which throws
Todo
the 3
voltado pra
snakes in a jar
cobra,
to a
gente.
target
Só faltou a
location.
flautinha.
Naja's Brawler's release event
Olha a
is
caixa,
on
gente, que
this
vazou.
date.
Cadê a
We're
gente?
getting improvements to buffies
Novos
and
buffies,
more
pessoal. Vamos ver os
buffies.
novos buffies.
First up, we've got the new buffies for the Retropolis and Rumble
Minha
Jungle
May!
trios.
A minha May
Crow's
vai ganhar
Insta-Dot
buffy.
now deals all the remaining poison damage to the poison target and converts
Crow.
it into a shield. With a buffy, it refreshes the poison damage.
buffies do
Crow's
Crow,
poison
pessoal.
dagger now throws a kunai that damages, slows, and poisons the first enemy hit.
esse
With
daí é
a
o que
buffy,
deixa
the kunai
lento.
also bounces to a
aí
close
dá-
target,
nossa.
causing the same effect. Extra toxic with a
Buffy
buffy
de
now
poder
makes Crow deal
estrela.
more damage for each enemy poisoned. Carrying Crow with a buffy makes his poison last slightly longer. Crow's hyper buffy makes his main attack
Hipercarga
pierce
de
and
buff,
return to
não é?
him while
Buff
hypercharged.
hipercarga.
Bibi's vitamin booster with the buffy charges her home run
Eu tava
bar
esperando
and
que eu
now
vou
shield when
pintar
hitting
uma
a
buffy.
target. Bibi's extra sticky now throws a sticky gum at an area that slows
Ah.
enemies. With the buffy, the slow effect gets stronger the longer the gum stays on the ground. Bibi's
Cadê o
home run
de
buffy
poder
gives
estrela?
extra damage on the home run attack. And batting stance with the buffy gives Bibi a shield when she hits an enemy with her super. Bibi's hyper buffy makes
Cadê
her
o
attack
buff de
faster.
hipercarga?
Bull's T-Bone Injector now throws a projectile at the target brawler that deals damage and heals Bull on impact. With Buffy, it also marks the opponent for 5 seconds, gaining lifesteal against it. Bull Stomper now stomps around him,
Ó, o
slowing
buff aí
enemies
do-
nearby. If enemies are already
do
slowed, it
acessório.
stuns instead. With Buffy, it also grants movement speed. Bull's Berserker with Buffy instantly charges
os
is
buffs
super
tão
if
bonitos,
it
viu,
takes down a
gente?
brawler during the star power effect. As for tough guy with buffy, if you take a brawler down during this state, Bull becomes invulnerable for a short period of time. With his hyper buffy, his attacks pierce enemies, but deal less damage to enemies
Dá mais
further away.
força.
Nita's bare paws with the buffy will cause Bruce to gain more damage for a limited time. Fall fur with the buffy will
Eu
make
nunca
Bruce
vou entender a
invulnerable
questão
for
do
a
peixe,
very short
pessoal.
time.
Nunca vou
Nita's
entender o
buffy
peixe.
bear with me can now
Atum,
overheal herself or
urso,
Bruce. And
deve
Hyper
ser.
Bear with the buffy will give Nita boosted reload speed when summoning Bruce. With her hyper buffy, she fires a longer, faster, and wider attack.
Leon's
mais
clone
brawler.
projector now deals minor damage.
Ai,
and with the
gente,
buffy,
um
Leon can reactivate the
camaleãozinho.
gadget to swap positions with his clone. Lollipop drop can now be thrown. And with the buffy, Leon
Ninguém
and his
entendeu o
allies
bulho.
get boosted movement
Agora ele
speed
faz,
in the
ele
area.
arremessa
Leon's smoke trails with the
o
buffy deal
acessório.
more damage on the first attack while Leon is invisible. And Invisiheal with the buffy makes the super last slightly longer. His hyper buffy makes his attacks do full damage regardless of the distance he
Olha,
is
os
from the
ataques dele
enemy.
também
Both super
ficam.
totem can now be thrown. With buffy,
Olha
the
o
totem
do
gains
Bo.
more range. As for Tripwire, Bo now fires arrows to trigger his mine, which knock back any brawler in their path. With the buffy, it increases the range of the mine. Bo's circling eagle with the buffy makes Bo no longer visible when attacking from a bush. As
Caraca,
for
esse
Snare
aí
Bear
foi
with the
bom, viu?
buffy, it makes the placement of the mines faster. Bo's hyper buffy shoots an extra
Pegaram
arrow,
do
and
buff,
all
do
of them
buff
have
do
a
Bo.
bigger explosion radius.
And as you remember, if any of these brawlers had a mythic
É.
gear, it will be removed and
Engrenagens
entirely
cortadas de
refunded back
todos.
to you. As for buffy improvements, this new batch of buffies will come in a new claw machine. Each claw machine will come with the first pull for free. A random buffy will be available in Mega Quests
Podemos
every
ganhar
month, and there'll
buff
be more
agora
ways
das
to get coins
missões.
and power points in our new rush events. More about this later
Olha.
in the video.
Isso aí eu gostei. Prestígio.
The new trophy system has no reset.
It's time to flex.
Ui,
prestígio.
todo chique.
Show off your skill with new brawler titles.
Your path to prestige starts now! Or actually, in the next update. There's a lot of new stuff and changes, so hang tight.
So now, from 0 to 1,000 trophies, you
Ai,
will get
voltou,
brawler cosmetic item.
pessoal.
At 250 trophies, you will get a player
uma
icon
versão
and a
diferente
crate.
do domínio.
At 500, you will get 3 pins. At 750, you will get a 29 gem skin. And when
Que
you reach
legal.
1,000 trophies, you will get a gold brawler title. You will notice that some of these rewards are from
É uma
records,
versão
and
diferente
this
dos
means we are removing
prestígios.
these cosmetics
Dos
from
prestígios não,
records
do
and
domínio.
making them more accessible for more players. So playing a new brawler or your favorite one
Olha
should
isso.
feel more rewarding in general. You are also getting more trophies per win, and win streaks go up to plus
Será que
10
vai resetar os
trophies, so
troféus
pushing
com isso?
trophies should be faster.
But hold on. We know that skillful players want to flex their skills and achievements that nobody else can reach. So let's talk prestige. Once you get to 1,000 trophies, you unlock Prestige 1, and it will change the brawler icon to a cool, edgy neon one. Also, your 1,000 trophies are now saved, and you will never be able to lose them, as after Prestige 1,
Quero
you'll
muito
start
ver
getting
esses
prestige
prestígios,
trophies,
pessoal.
and
Quero
they
muito
will
ver.
also
Amanhã
count
tem
towards
sneak
Trophy
peek, a gente
Road.
vai poder ver
Once
melhor.
you hit 1,000 prestige trophies, you get a Prestige 2.
In Prestige 2, you get your brawler rank change and a unique player icon.
Aí
At
você
this
ainda
point, you
ganha
have proven you are really
ícone
good with
assim
this
pelo
brawler,
prestígio,
so
pessoal.
This icon will be quite rare to get. And that's a cool achievement and such, but nothing like Prestige
vão vir com
3.
isso
For OG players, Prestige 3 would be the equivalent of the rank
títulos
35 we had
específicos?
years ago. There's no more win streak bonus, no underdog, and matchmaking would try to be as accurate as possible. So if you get to Prestige 3, you are probably one of the best players with that brawler, and you'll be rewarded with the new brawler title in Neon.
This is going to be a new permanent system in the game, so it might seem grindy, but remember that trophies do not reset anymore.
After prestiging one brawler, you
E ainda
will also
temos
get a new
cartão de
prestige
batalha
battle
do
card, and a
prestígio.
cooler one if you prestige 25 different brawlers, and a shinier one after you prestige 50. You and everyone
Os
else
pro
will be
player
able to
tudo
see
vão estar
all the brawlers you have
monstruosos com
prestiged
isso.
in your brawler profile.
As for leaderboards, it will be measured by your total trophies plus total prestige trophies and your total number of prestiges. The previous prestige system will be retired and moved as a legacy stat in your player profile.
Agora vai
Lastly,
aparecer
we are
lá
also changing how
nas estrelinhas
matchmaking
de
works. The trophy
estatísticas.
system will use a hidden MMR. This system is mainly based on your skill and not on your trophies. This means that the further you push, the more skillful your opponents will be. But it doesn't necessarily mean they would have the same number of trophies as you.
This new system will be coming to the game in the next update, which means the current trophy season is going to be shorter, but everyone will get an ultra trophy pass
Caixa
as
ultra.
compensation for that. And if you can grind enough season trophies this season, you can get another one.
This is also the last time your trophies will be reset. The trophy season boxes will be removed from the system
Ah,
and now will be given at
saíram.
community event. And of course, there are a lot of changes around trophies, so we might be tweaking and improving the system in upcoming updates.
Vamos lá.
Gamer time.
Rush events are the new way to get more coins, power
Olha, um
points,
evento
chaos
novo
drops,
com
and
moeda.
even bonus
Caraca!
trophies. You just have to press and hold this massive button on the game mode
Já
selection
vimos
screen,
esse
and
botão
once it's
quando tivemos o
activated,
evento
every match you
do...
play will reward you more. It
dos
only
doces.
lasts for a certain amount of time, so be sure to activate only when you have enough time to play.
Se ganharmos,
Only a suggestion,
ganhamos
but you might want to be
extras.
playing with your friends or in a team to increase your chances of winning.
Novas skins, vamos lá, pessoal.
Our yearly tradition of
Ai,
bringing back the
areias
Sands
do
of
tipo
Time,
voltou!
We got Sunstalker Lily, Sandwalker Lily, and
A skin do Brawl Pass é a da
as one of the Brawl
Lily.
Pass skin sets, and Sultan Cordelius,
Junto com o
Hidden Sultan
Cordelius.
Cordelius, and cool
Eu
Sultan
amo essa
Cordelius
temática,
as the
gente.
other skin set option. And a reminder that you can get both skin sets with the Brawl Pass Plus.
Also in Sands of Time,
Eu vou
we have
comprar.
Bodyguard BB that swapped her bat for a massive blade. From a sentient video game to a cursed jar.
Que
we have the
lindo!
Epic Jar. Dynasty Doug, the chillest ruler in the
Ai, o
dynasty.
Doug
And
vai ganhar
lastly,
skin.
Magic Lamp Larry and Laurie, where
Larry, Laurie, cadê o
becomes
Laurie?
evil
Eu quero ver o
genie,
Laurie.
and Larry gets weird when you rub it.
Ai, tá lindo.
Now for the RPG fans out there.
E agora
we
com a
have the Dragons
temática
and
Dragão
Fairies.
e
Fairy
Fada.
Bonnie and her other two chroma variations are one of the Brawl
Que
Pass
linda
skin
da
sets.
Bonnie,
If
a
you
skin
want
do
something
Brawl
more
Pass
cute,
da
if you want
Bonnie.
something edgier, then
E com
Dragon
Griff
Griff
também.
and these other chromas might be more your
Ai, que
style.
On the fairy
lindo.
side, we still have Fairy Mina.
A
which
mina
gives
tá
us a
linda.
nice selection
Sério, eu quero
of
todas as
and
skins.
Fairy Frank, which
Até a do
looks like
Frank
the
eu
most
quero.
creature that has ever stepped on Star Park.
As for the dragon side, Dragon Macy has her arm in the shape of a dragon.
Cara, tá
and
muito
connected
linda
to
as
her heart,
temáticas,
and Dragon
sério.
Realm has all the elements for an edge skin. Dragon wings, edgy purple mask. and a
Linda,
metal armor.
On
linda
top of
demais essas
Dragon,
skins.
Crow is getting the next Pro Pass skin. It starts like
A
a
skin do
friendly
Pro
dragon
Pass
battle Pro
vai
Pass
ser o do
and
Crow,
goes all the way
gente.
up to an
Skin de
ultimate
hipercarga, vocês
boss
têm noção?
dragon form. It also has two chroma variations, Dragon Forge Crow and Ghost Dragon Crow.
Well, just stop it, man.
Não, para.
And random
Obrigada.
skin time.
E
With
skins-
Royal Trunks, which is inspired by the
Skin- olha o
Clash Royale
Trunk.
Bird Glow, which is the inverted version of
Ai,
Clover,
que
inflated with
fofo,
melody,
Glow.
which is for April Fools, your thirsty Melodians. And Bruce, Nita?
We have new game modes, modified
Eu tô
and more.
caindo no
Starting
chão.
with
Que
Loaded
coisa
Showdown.
linda.
Showdown boxes
Showdown,
are now replaced with mystery boxes. and
modos
they'll
de
contain
jogo,
different
no
kinds
caso.
of power-ups, including
New special items that can be thrown or equipped like
Ah,
golden
tipo uma
balls,
queimada
bombs, and a
no
bumper
modo
car is the first car
do
in Brawl
combate.
Stars.
We will also have new boss fights with different mechanics and special dungeon
Temos os
maps.
chefões
We have
também,
two
não
new
é?
game modifiers based on
Mace.
brawler powers. We have the
E o
fix
do
effects in
Crown
some matches that
também.
will stop projectiles for a short time, and moving sandstorms just like Sandy.
Treasure Hunt is getting some improvements and coming back to the game, and Samurai Smash is getting a new wrapping around series. Now you
Ah,
have to defeat
esse modo é bem
more
legal, é
shadows in a
todos
team
contra um
versus team
chefão.
match. Whoever defeats
Também
more
vai
shadows
voltar.
wins.
Also,
Other chances.
this is coming.
Different
Vamos lá.
VFX for shields. White shield when you respawn, yellow shield for damage reduction, and purple shield for when you get extra temporary health.
Pierce got a hypercharge.
Hipercarga do Pierce. Eu acho que a hipercarga do Pierce só vai deixar com mais dano o super dele. E o do Glaubert. A área do super vai ficar maior. Ah, gostei, gente, mas pena que o meu brawler já tá com 1000 troféus.
This is going to be my last Brawl Talk.
Ah, não!
Brothers. Forget about it, cuz.
Ai, que referência a Velozes e Furiosos, pessoal.
I already won.
You're fired.
Get Jurassic, just stop.
What the hell, guys?
É o último Brawl.
Join the club.
Bull, you idiots!
We will always be fast.
Ah, mentira, que é o último Brawl Talk do Drew.
To follow. Get it? Because we're driving cars on the road.
Você sempre estará comigo e sempre será meu irmão.
Eu quero botar essa referência lá no meu Instagram.
I've been writing stuff for Brawl for a while now, and I'm making it my full-time job. Remember, you can never leave Star Park.
Now claim this freebie.
Move!